I put it away. I put most of it away. Okay, fine. No, can I do it later? Yeah. Because I know I'll get in big trouble if I don't. Well, would you look at that? You've been invited to the realm yet. Okay, I guess I'm joining this world. Alright. So, though this is, the title of this is sort of not nihilistic, probably pronouncing that wrong, but I think it's nihilistic. Why does life exist? This is not gonna be all sad and depressing. This is a question I have that's, oh, I have cracked stuff, I forgot. Alright, let's see, is there anything in this world that's worth doing? This is all legit, by the way. None of this has been cheated yet. So, the other day I was thinking, why does stuff that's alive want to stay alive? Like, what incentive is there that's not manufactured by ourselves? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we humans want to stay alive because, and I assume most animals want to stay alive because we want to maximize the reward, like dopamine and I guess adrenaline and oxytocin and all those hormones that make you feel good. You want to maximize the amount of those because they feel good for your body, and you can't really feel that when you're dead, so you want to stay alive so you can feel those. But you also have pain when you're alive, so I figured, I guess I just thought, like, maybe those two incentives would balance out. Though I guess that doesn't make much sense. So I still think it is, in large part, because we want that reward, right? We're just all like deep AI learning bots, in a way. But then I was thinking, why do plants want to stay alive then? Because they don't have emotions or hormones. Well, I guess they probably have hormones, but they don't have emotions. So why do they want to stay alive? Like, another reason is because they want to make more of themselves. Like, that's the whole goal of being alive. is that you can make proteins. That's what all the cells do. They're coding for building proteins. But, like, if they're coding, like, the proteins need resources, right? So, they need resources to make them. So, why would you make, like, a copy of yourself the way a plant or animal reproduces? If that copy is all it's going to do is take away those resources that you need to make more things. And then you don't have those resources anymore. Because the other organism got them. Feel so accomplished. Hey, get out of here. He didn't die, but whatever. He's still out of here. So I was just thinking about this in the middle of biology. Like, why is life around? Because what incentive? Like the first ever organism, which was probably a very primitive bacteria. This thing, it obviously reproduced because there's life today. But why? Is it just by chance? Because then we are really lucky. Is it just by chance that it was in the genetic code to want to reproduce? Or is there some reason for it? Is it because strength in numbers? Because that would be smart as well. But I feel like that's something that would have to be tried and tested, right? Man, this is so busted, this fishing rod. Jamai Gontijo farted. Proud of you, Jamai Gontijo. Uh-oh. I missed. So anyway, that's a question that I have. This is so fun how you can just hack in stuff. Oh. Okay. Alright, I don't want to play this game anymore. Well, again, this is a sort of stream where I'm bad at talking, and if you want to call me, you can. Jow my Gontijo. Schwack. Flute? Well, I guess I'll keep going on about this. So, what cells do, the whole thing, their whole thing is that they make proteins. So proteins are the workhorses. They do all the stuff for the body. Okay, yeah, random dude just walk through the fight. Random dude also spawn of Neo reference. I'm gonna die. Cell City. The ribosome. the mitochondria. They're all working together to make proteins, which do all the stuff for your body. Back nuts. Thank you, dude, in the chat. That was kind of you to bless us with that insightful thing. Oh, I'm actually getting destroyed. This he's gone. Alright. But cells, if they're making proteins, they don't really care. Like they don't have brains, really. I mean, nucleus sort of, but like, oh, this guy's still mad. So the cells, they can make proteins just fine all by themselves. Like, they don't need another cell to do that. But they do. They reproduce. I don't know why. They just do. I mean, there's got to be a smart reason. Might be bad at this. Yo, crazy man. Hi Ellis. I stink. I am terrible. Oh wait, that's the same guy. That is the same guy who I just made peace with. Dude, none of these kids have copper armor and it makes me mad. I've got some diamond armor, bro. Ow. That didn't actually do any damage. Man, why is everyone here good? I'm gonna play a different game. One that I'm probably not bad at. So it all makes me think, like, if the first ever organism to live on Earth, or yeah, the first organism to ever live in general, I don't know about the rest of the universe. Well, no, I guess Earth is a better example. So, the first organism on Earth had to have made another version of itself. Like, it had to reproduce. But why? Is it just a thing that happened because that's what that DNA decided to do? Like, that's just what the code said? Because that's really, really lucky if it is. Or is there something special? It makes me think there's something special about Earth. Are we through, or... Oh, okay, this is cool. So it makes you think there's something special, because if it's just by chance, there's no reason. But like, if it's just by chance, then we're super lucky. But if it's something that all life, like that, if we ran a simulation about the universe 1 billion times, every single time that life developed, it would want to reproduce. Where's 7 or -7? Like, if it happened every single time, then there's got to be a reason for that. And we can't know because we can't run simulations of the entire universe. But I guess I would assume there's a reason for it. And I just kind of want to know what that is. Yeah, so that was an awesome game. The game, thank you chat, I've been reading it and I just haven't said it. No, the game! Are you guys just reminding each other over and over again? I absolutely should have died 2 times already. Well, I mean, I don't know. The chat maybe instead of spamming the game could share some insight as to why life wants to make more life instead of just letting it die, because it would make logical sense that it would be the only one. Ah, I hate this game so much. You just kind of have to get lucky, I think. Which I have gotten lucky very much. So suggestive. I can absolutely see how life would just develop on a planet because of random chances and circumstances and all these things. I knocked the guys inside the cage. I can see how it could develop through random happenings, but just the idea that it's always good, that it reproduces just because. That seems, I don't know. I'm saying the same things over and over again. There's nothing to talk about. And then it evolves into all of this. All of the things we see today, or life we see today, comes from Java's Sharia. Self-reproduce? Yeah, but why? Just because it feels like it? Like bacteria. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it splits into 2 things, like it copies itself. But why would it do that if it needs resources to, like, move and survive? And if you make another copy of yourself, like you self-reproduce, then you're just creating another competitor for all these resources. Like, that's counterintuitive, I feel like. To expand its speed. Yeah, but why? This is gonna be my response. Because it's, like, it can be its own species. I'm sure that bacteria would not dislike being its completely own thing. Your sole purpose in life is to do that. So it's just by chance? For dope... Okay, yeah. Is that, like, humans, like plants, or not plants really, like animals do it because they want the reward. They want to maximize the dopamine they get. But according to evolution, we came from a bacteria, or probably something, which was probably a bacteria that reproduced and evolved into us after a really, really long time. And yeah, now we want dopamine because it feels good, and oxytocin and all these other hormones, chemicals that make us feel happy. But like, I don't know enough about bacteria to say, do they have dopamine? Because if they do, then that solves it. That makes sense. It still does not solve the issue of why. Oh, okay, that disappeared. They're all disappearing before I even go on them. So that doesn't really solve the issue of plants either. But I don't think bacteria have dopamine because they don't have brains, and they're really simple. They're one cell, I mean. And they're very simple cells as well. They don't even have nucleus. They don't have a pod for their DNA. It just floats around. I forgot I had speed. Well, oh, that guy got third 3 times. Proud of him. The powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria. Well, I mean, you guys, it makes sense. Like, I know we want to make more humans because we're for the good of the species. I just don't think plants, and plants are really cool, but they don't have, I don't think they could think, oh, I want to make more of my own species. Yes, I get it, you do have a pod for DNA. A plant does it naturally. I guess plants could, well, no, that wouldn't explain it. I feel like Google AI would have a really funny reason for all of this. Plants vs. Zombies. That's probably why. So we could have that game. Everyone's really bad at this game. They didn't really realize how to look up and see where all of the anvils are. Oh, this clown, he knocked me off. I don't know. I guess I just think there's something special about Earth. About life. How it is on Earth. That makes it want to have more. And I guess part of that view is because I'm Christian. So I see, like, that God made things. God made all of the stuff because he wanted to, and then he did, and he has a plan for us. That's my idea. I know that is. I know other people have, like, other ideas, and that, like, science. I know a lot of. I don't know how to say this. I don't know. I just know there's, like, different ways to see it, and I think my way is right. My Christian way of seeing things is right, but I can't know 100%. at my current stage. So it's just kind of fun to think about it. Like, why are bacteria the way they are? Why did life want to make more life? For fun, so it could have friends? I have to use the bathroom, but I also want to finish this game. That's a good reason, Joe. I'm gonna stop breathing. We have an AFK dude on our team and we're still winning. Like, what? I know he needs to add me to the realm. I'm mad at him. He said he would add me and he's not because he's a dork. Maybe the realm is why life exists. I think, I don't know. I think this conversation, this me speaking, I've already said all the things a couple times, but I guess for now, I think there's gotta be some reason for life existing that's not just like it feels like it or it evolved the way it did. Like, I know maybe there is no reason for it to exist. Maybe it isn't like nihilism, but I think there is. I'm really bad at this one. Somehow I won. It might be the first time I've won that one. I think I'm gonna sum it up and then the chat can tell me something else that might be worthy of my time to talk about. But I think there's gotta be some reason that life exists, wants to make more of itself, and that I don't know how to put it. I don't know if everyone's like understanding exactly what I'm saying, but like why the first organism didn't have to make more copies of itself, but it did, and now we're here today, and I think there's got to be a reason. Yeah, I know the three of you get it, but there's a fourth person now. There were two of you guys for a while, and I've got to entertain everyone, and I don't know what to talk about after this, so if you guys want to tell me something to talk about instead of why does life exist, then you can, and I will probably do it because I don't know what to talk about. So and it better not be something stupid like the game strategies or of Neil or something. The political state of Armenia. Okay, I know not a ton. The socio-political state of Armenia. Okay. Well, I can talk about the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict with Azerbaijan. Would you guys like me to hear? Would you like to hear me talk about the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict? I bet you would. After I use the bathroom in 5 seconds. Cliffhanger. Oh, MRTRS 1/3 with 10 points 3 times. Again. Alright, I'm gonna be back in like a minute. I use the bathroom. You guys should stay here. Wow, okay, that's nice, Joe. Probably a little embarrassing. Oh, I'm playing a game. I do not want to be playing a game. I'm sorry, Joe. That's kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to hear that. At least it wasn't. Yeah, no, what? Never mind. So, Nagorno-Karabakh is a region in. It's controlled by Azerbaijan. The summer I turned pretty. We can talk about the summer I turned pretty in a minute. That would be fun. After the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, both of which are very stimulating. So, okay, Joe. Funny one. So, Nagorno-Karabakh is a region controlled by Azerbaijan. It is an exclave of Azerbaijan, which means it's cut off. Okay. It's cut off from the. 67 comments. Nice, guys. It's cut off from the rest, like the main area of the country, by Armenia. Yeah, I know. I'll get to that. That's what I'm talking about, the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, which involves talking about Azerbaijan. So, it's controlled by Azerbaijan. I think it's ethnically Armenian. And their flag is that I'm just going off the flag because I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure it's ethnically Armenian, and they're fighting over it. There have been conflicts in the past, like violence over the area, and now it's controlled by Azerbaijan. Armenia, since it's ethnically Armenian, I think, don't quote me on this, wants the territory. They both want it. The reason they both think it's theirs is because the Soviet Union, when it split up, they were not very clear on who got what. And that's why they fight over it. They both think they own it. I do not want to take sides because when I'm internet famous one day, which will happen, I don't want to get canceled or banned by some country. But my friend is Armenian, so I guess, I don't know, that's a fact. Okay, I might not be cut out for this game without walking off the edge. Nagorno-Karabakh is... You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Let's make sure my facts are correct. This game doesn't matter to me anymore. Yep, just... Alright. Nagorno-Karabakh. Historically disputed between ethnic Armenians and Azerbaijanis. There was a... Ooh, this is a thing that I knew before this, but forgot to mention, is that there was a republic, Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, that has like it was an autonomous government, not recognized by any other national, like, United Nations recognized countries. But it had a government with passports and tourism and all these things. And it was dissolved recently, like 2023. This Google AI says. It was governed by ethnic Armenians under the breakaway Republic of Artsakh at the end of the First Nagorno-Karabakh War between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And there have been a couple rounds. There's been one in 1994, September 2020, October 2020, 2023. Let's see. I don't care about the Middle Ages. Modern era. The Armenians in the region approved the creation of an independent state, separate from Armenia or Azerbaijan, which never worked out. I think I'm playing the game. I'm playing Minecraft right now instead of thinking about this, and I should have dug in. I'm gonna die. Alright, I actually put up a decent fight there, but yeah, but then a war started between Azerbaijan and Nagorno-Karabakh. And Nagorno-Karabakh was supported by Armenia because it was run by ethnic Armenians, right? So that's where this whole conflict started. No way. It takes no knockback. I mean, we weren't gonna win. It also goes back to the Soviets because they did not do a good job. I mean, they also ended their country, but it was just kind of a mess after in the Caucasus. Conrad or Jeremiah? I've been told that Conrad is better. This is my position on things now, because that's what I've been told to believe. Dude, you're not gonna. If you place enough blocks, I won't be able to kill you. Wait, alright. It was actually working for a minute. Alright. So, the summer I turned pretty. This is, so far we talked about why are cells the way that they are, the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, and now the summer I turned pretty. This is the greatest stream ever. Alright, so I'm probably wrong because I've never watched or read any of the shows or movies or books or any of the things. But so there's this girl, Isabella, and her nickname is Belly, which is a stupid nickname, so I'm not gonna say it. So I'm gonna call her Isabel instead, or Isabella, or one of them. And her mom and her go to her mom's friend's house for the summer, I think. This all sounds familiar. I had a brief lesson in this, but this, so, and then her mom's friend has these two sons, and there's Conrad, who's the older one, and there's Jeremiah, who's the younger one. And they do these things happening. There's stuff going on, and then one summer, this is where the title comes the summer I turned pretty. This is where it comes from. This is the Isabella girl all of a sudden becomes really pretty. Get it? Now that's where the title comes from. Makes sense, right? So then Conrad and Jeremiah are like, they like Isabella because she's pretty, and they stay together in this house, and it's all about these their adventures, and that's the extent of my knowledge about this. Let's see, do I know anything else? There's probably more. There are three question, maybe? There's some movies, and the last one's coming out on Christmas. Have I watched OBX? What is OBX? Then what is OBX? Oh good, Rising Lava. That's always fun. It's a good thing I'm not allowed to have it played. Like, Outer Banks. No, I haven't. If it's a TV show, which it is, I know that much. I don't really watch TV shows. I've seen Downton Abbey, which is a really good show, and that's the extent of it, I think. There's this one show, I forgot what it's called. It will probably come to me at some point. It's about this guy, and he's solving this problem, this case. He's an undercover detective. Oh, okay, Rising Lava, forgot about that. Nope, not Stranger Things. And it's about this guy. Wait, can I just sit here? Is this an option? Sherlock Gnomes. Nope. The answer is probably no. It's almost definitely no. But yeah, anyway, back to the show I was talking about, which is it's about this guy, and he's kind of old, no offense, but he's not young, and he goes into this nursing home to solve this case about some being stolen, and he lives in this nursing home for a while, and he makes a bunch of friends. And it's no, Ben, I have not watched Columbo. What is Gone with the Wind? Well, I see it's the slime. Oh, wind charges, okay. Well, wait, this is, like, super broken, right? Because I can just, like... Oh, that goes a lot higher than I thought. Because I can just, like, leave. I should watch Paradise. I might watch Paradise. I probably won't watch Paradise. What happens in Paradise? And it turns into a mystery show. Well, yeah, but what's it about? I don't want to get slimed. Good one, me. I don't want to go over there at all. Love Island? Oh, no. That seems like a show that would be good for about an episode, if that, and then would just get really boring. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It just seems like a bunch of people are there, and they all like try to find a couple or something, and then it's just it's just really boring. Ow! Don't punch me. Uh-oh, I become very hungry. But there's no food. Where's the food? Oh, there's stinky silverfish. Oh, this is a disaster storm? Okay, so now, alright, there's no food. There's armored leggings. There's no food, though. And there's, like, the slime. And okay. Oh, okay, I was gonna go get that cake. Ow. Alright, well, it's not looking good for John. I need food. There's no food here. Yes. I got 2 food. There's a billion silverfish here. Oh, I'm healing. I don't know how I'm getting food. Oh, and the floor's falling under me. That's good. Well, the slime doesn't break your fall. Please. Oh, yeah, alright. This is the end for John. This is it. That was it. That was the end. No, my stream, it's so dead. I might just call someone until they give me something interesting to talk about. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay, wait. Here's an idea. So, what if I talk about Swedish songs, and then I tell stories from the songs? That would be tough. That could be tough, and it also could be bad. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright. So, there's... oh, hold on. I'm getting a request. Talk about Taylor Swift. I'll do that after I talk about the other songs. Alright. Let's start with Full Sister, because that one is kind of interesting. Well, they're all kind of interesting, but this one's about. It's called Två systrar, which means two sisters, and it's about these two sisters. And this one, I'm just gonna say exactly what happens in the song. Some of the details might be a little weird, but it's fine. Probably maybe get out of town. I'm gonna be getting out of town. I died. Alright, so in this song, there's two sisters, and the younger one is like, hey, older sister, I need some advice on something. Can you walk with me down to the lake, the seashore, and give me this advice? And the older sister's like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And they're walking down, and the song says, the youngest went first with hair let down, and the oldest went after with false advice. So the older sister's kind of like selling, it's giving false advice, like it says. And the song also finds it necessary to include the detail that the youngest was as white as the sun, and the oldest was as dark as the earth. What's this? As black as the earth. I don't know why. That's what the song says. I know it does not matter throughout the entire story, but it says that. And then they get down to the seashore, and the older sister is like, I'm gonna push my sister into the water. So she does that, and now the younger sister's in the water. And by the way, the song isn't just Swedish. There are versions in Norwegian. Norwegian might be the origin version, but they all have similar plots. And so this younger sister's in the water, and she's in trouble because she can't swim. And she's saying, older sister, help me back to the shore, and I'll give you my golden red crown. Because for some reason in old Sweden and Denmark and Norway and old Scandinavia, gold was considered a variant of red. So I'll give you my golden red crown. And the older sister's like, no, because even if I don't help you, I'm still going to get your crown. And she says to the younger one, you're never going to walk on God's holy earth ever again. And the younger sister says, okay, fine, well, I'll give you my golden red bracelet and also my fiance. You can have my fiance too if you help me. And the older sister says this thing again, like, I'm going to have your fiance as well. She doesn't even address the bracelet. She says, I'll have your fiance anyway, even if I don't help you. And says the thing again, you're never going to walk on God's holy earth. That's her line. And so the younger sister is gonna die. Basically, that's the stage we're at now. So the younger sister, it's not looking too good for her, and she just gives in. She's like, all right, my sister's not gonna help me, so I'm just gonna suck it up. And she says her farewell to her mother, her father. Says, farewell my mother, farewell my father. I'm gonna have my wedding under the sea. And then she says, farewell my sister. I forgot what she says. She says, I have to say the song lyrics. So now these fishermen are out and about, and they find this body, and it's the girl, and they're like, what, we just found this. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a harp. So they make a harp for reasons unknown to me, and so we've got this harp now, and they take her hair and they make strings. So now it's got strings. They've made this whole musical instrument. Guys help, guys help, guys help. Cannot see anything. So like, they got this harp now, and at the older sister's wedding to presumably the guy who the younger sister was gonna marry, and they play the harp at the wedding, and the harp tells exactly what happened. Like, it was the older sister killed her younger sister, and then the song. So that's the story. Let's see. There's some other good ones. And I'll do a quick one. There's one called this one's Norwegian, and I'm terrible at pronouncing stuff. So Sjön Jomfru means fair maiden. And so what happens is this girl is walking on top of this mountain near the valley, and it's like a fjord because it's Norway. So there's a ship down there, and the ship's sailing, and there are these three guys on there, these counts, and the youngest guy has some amazing eyes. Like, he can see really far away. And he sees this girl, and she's like, he's just like humongous simp. He's like, I want to marry her. He sees her for 2 seconds, and it's like, yup, this is the girl I want to marry. So that's what he was gonna do. And so he does this. He asks the girl, and she's like, okay. He gives her this ring, and of course it does that thing where they think gold is red, and he says, I'll give you this ring of gold so red. And he gives it to this girl, and she's like, yeah. So, and he moves on, and this other guy comes along, and this other guy has, I guess, like, more riz or something. It's like, so the song says he stole her heart, which is pretty cheesy, but that's what it says. And then the first guy, the count from the ship, he hears this and he's not happy, right? So he goes to the wedding. He changes his clothes. It says he changes his clothes. That's an important detail, I guess. And he goes to where the wedding is. I don't know. I feel like it would be further apart. Like, the days would be further apart. Like, he wouldn't hear about it on the wedding day. But he does. And he shows up. And the bride and the groom, the other guy, they're dancing. And the bride sees this guy that she was supposed to marry. Like, the first dude. And it says she turns as pale blue as a corpse. So she is worried. And the guy asks her, why are you marrying this other dude? And the bride says, it's because I thought you were dead. Which, I don't know who told her that, but she thought he was dead. And the guy's like, okay, well, if you thought I was dead, then I'll give you an hour, and then you will see, then I will be dead. So he does, he sets a timer for an hour, and the time's up. I don't know if the bride could have done anything. He just did what he was going to do, and he committed suicide, which was very sad. And the girl is like, she's really sad about this, and at the end of the song is like, just talking to all her friends, it's just like, listen here guys, you told me you were two-tongued, you told me he was dead, and then that's the end of the song. A lot of these songs are not happy. Let's do Hermanoli. Good. It's a song about this lady. No, she's not a lady. She's a mountain troll. And in Scandinavia, mountain trolls are in Scandinavian mythology. They're these creatures who are like really beautiful when they're young, and they get more and more ugly as they age until they're so ugly you can't look at them, which is quite the character concept. And so this mountain troll, there's this guy. All of these stories involve. They all usually involve some guy and some girl. And this mountain troll asks the squire, will you marry me? And the squire, and then she starts offering him stuff. She's like, I'll give you 12 horses. I'll give you 12 mills that stand between Tilo and Terno, which are things like cities, places I could not find on Google Maps. Dang it. And he gives him this sword that hangs from 15 golden rings, and this really cool shirt. I mean, I guess those are equal in value. I feel like the shirt is a lot less valuable than 12 mils. But whatever. And then the guy is like, these things are really cool, and I want all these things, but you're not Christian, so no. And also, you are from the spawn of the devil, and you're the worst mountain troll because you're from the spawn of the devil. So he's just roasting for no reason. And she's really upset, and she's crying, and that is where it ends. They're all sad. Actually, here's a not as sad. Alright. Give me like 5 minutes. So, alright, one more. As is with the theme of all of these, it's about some girl and who she's gonna marry, because that's what all of these songs are about. And this one is her family is all like they're trying to figure out who they want to marry this girl off to, because it's a betrothal, and they're like, you should marry the king's son because he has a ton of money and we want the money. So they meet with the king's family and they're all talking, like they do a lot of drinking. It says they drank for 1 day, they drank for 2, they drank for 3. So they're all just getting hammered. Oh, ow. Oh, he's invisible. We're doing a lot of drinking, but then the girl is, there's like a bridal chamber and a bridal bed, and she's not going in there for reasons. And this prince dude, he's like, I command all the masts, and I see where they go, and I direct all the ships. And then they go on this ship, and they drink even more. Where do I go? They drink mead and wine. And this girl is like in rough shape, probably because of all the drinking. It says all she's got is this really light blue blouse, and it's ripped because she's drunk or something. So she's just wearing this old rag. So she's like not happy because she doesn't want to be wearing this old rag. Well, we've got the prince, and I guess I should have said earlier in the song. It says the king's son has more gold than poor Roland has land. Different units, but okay. And in like the climax, they're like, the guy is saying, he's just glazing the girl, and he's like, I see your snow white fingers where there's been no ring placed. I see your golden hair where there's no bridal wreath. And then there's one more verse which I'm not gonna say because I feel like that would I feel like YouTube would get mad at me. You can look it up. The song's called Vanner och Frander if you wanted to. I don't trust that. I don't think you need to know how to spell it. Like, you could just search up old Swedish song. Actually, I don't know. Alright. Never mind. I'll move on. And after this, the song just stops. Like, it slows down a ton. And it says, the girl lays down and she's not tired or sad, and she's by poor Roland's side. So the guy who they were making fun of for not having as much money, or not having as much land as the guy had money, and she ends up with him, and it's like the ultimate plot twist. I can talk about Taylor Swift for like 2 seconds before I have to go to bed. Taylor Swift is a music artist from Pennsylvania. She is a very popular music artist who ate the top 10 chart, and except for Golden by Huntrix is still on there. And Taylor Swift, even though people don't like her because she ruined football games according to them, I think she's okay. I think she has some good songs. I don't know. I've listened to her occasionally of my own free volition. But that's not something that usually happens. And, like, alright, let me see. What are some good songs by Taylor Swift? I like Ready For It. Ready For It's probably my favorite. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. I like Shake It Off. I like a lot of the popular ones because I'm a normal person who only knows the not niche ones. I like The Archer. I like The Fate of Ophelia. What is this, slime? Oh, okay, I found a trick. And I know people don't like her because she has a boyfriend, and that boyfriend or fiance happens to play for a football team that wins. So naturally, because people don't like other teams winning, they're like, I don't like Travis Kelce. And by definition, Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift is her boyfriend, and all of her fans. Taylor Swift is not her boyfriend. Taylor Swift is her girlfriend. His girlfriend, and all of the Taylor Swift fans go and take football tickets for football games, so they hope they can see Taylor Swift from actual fans. The audacity. I mean, they have like free will, which is part of the reason why I'm kind of mad or not happy about this whole thing, but you know, it doesn't really affect me that much. Could have talked about this more, but I have to go to bed, so I'm going to end here. Thank you, everyone.